Hi, Dr. Thayer here. We're doing another video today. It's a good video day. James, we did one actually the other day on, and we blew it. We didn't get the coverage, so we're going to actually do day 2 for him, which means he's been adjusted one time already.
Yes.
And he had some pretty great results. I wish we would have kept it. So, you know, when you're taking a video on a phone, I know you guys don't even know I'm doing this, but I'm doing it on my iPhone. When a phone call comes in, sometimes you drop a video. So just letting you people out know that out there in video land, that make sure you turn on airplane mode. We just figured that out.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we had unbelievable results with James. He's going to go over some of the stuff that's brought him in here. Let's just get it started. So you came in for low back pain that you've had all your life.
Yes.
Gotcha. Where is that, please?
Mid back to lower back, and then that kind of just flowed all the way out to my neck, my shoulders, my ankles, my feet, my plantars. So.
Look, he's already done a video and he's going faster. he's just like, let's get this information out.
Yeah.
So your back pain, you've had all your life. Where is the pain? Right in the back here, right?
Yeah, the
and
mid.
It's about a 9 out of 10, you say, in the mornings,
Yeah,
right?
pretty
Gotcha.
much all the time.
The left foot, you've had since September. How much pain is that in?
That's average about 8 or 9 every day.
Gotcha. Carpal tunnel since 2008 in your right
My
hand.
wrist right here.
Here, we're closer. We got here all that popping.
Mm-hmm.
Good. That's been going on forever. Calf tightness in the
Yes,
Achilles.
Achilles.
How 6 weeks? You said.
Yeah.
Can't even walk in the morning. You look like an old man. You say.
Whenever I crawl out in the morning, I just have to like glide my feet out,
Gotcha.
just so I won't stretch
Any trauma in the last 6 months that may have
Nothing.
started this, right?
Nothing.
No trauma. Gotcha.
Just working and just kind of just being normal,
Gotcha.
like normal activities.
Normal activities.
Yeah.
Well, normal activities that are making you having you cause pain right now.
Mm-hmm.
He gets headaches more than anybody I know in a long time. How often do you get them?
Probably 2 to 3 days. Sometimes
2
I
to
just
3 times a day.
Day, yes.
A day, not 2 or 3 days a
Yeah.
week, but a day.
Day.
So it's like off and on all day long.
Yeah, morning, afternoon, night, you name it.
Absolutely nuts, absolutely nuts. And so fatigue, insomnia for 10 years. He had this crazy thing back over the last 10 years. He fainted how many times?
2 to 4 times.
2 to 4 times.
Yeah, within the last 10
with
years.
no reason, right? You just
No
passed
reason.
out.
They're thinking it's like nutrition stuff, but you know.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
We're going there. Right TMJ pain, right knee pain. The big thing that we talked about last time was vision.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a pretty good result on the last one. It was, but it was miraculous. Hopefully we get it this time again. But you had a vision problem that only started about 5 years ago. You didn't wear glasses at all.
I used to not have it. I mean, it was just kind of harder to see distance-wise, maybe because of the computer, but whatnot. But obviously, it's kind of just dissipating slowly, and
Gotcha.
no reason why.
And so I told him that with his symptoms that we could possibly make some changes on the vision. And so that was exciting to me because that's the kind of stuff I like to see. I like to see higher level problems get better. People have no clue that they can get better with chiropractic, and they actually capture it on camera. So that was a neat thing to me, and we did last time, and we're going to talk about it now in a second. But last couple things here. You've seen chiropractors because you saw my videos. That's how you started coming to chiropractic, right? And so what did you do before you came to see me? Because you come from a little bit of distance.
Yeah, LA.
LA. So what did you do first before you came to see me? Which I suggest to everybody too, by the way. You should try to find a chiropractor locally first before you come all over the world to come see me, because it ain't easy to come see me, Cheesy. So what did you do?
So long story short, just these symptoms that we're mentioning right now just got getting worse and worse and worse. So I went on YouTube, kind of just typed in the symptoms, what I had, and maybe chiropractor, what it might have been. I did acupuncture, massage, physical therapy, but nothing really worked. So I found you on YouTube, and I kind of liked what I saw. So I started looking up all these chiropractors in LA. I went to about 3 to 4 within the last 3 months. I suggested a lot of the treatments that you did, as far as looking at the C4, C2, whatever, but never got adjusted once, never got x-rayed.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I already forgot about my soapbox. So he went to 3 or 4 chiropractors in the last 2 or 3 months. Mm-hmm. He went off his insurance thing, or you just went off, Yelp
Pretty
or
much
whatever?
just typed it up, whatever my insurance.
Whatever was
came
closer,
up, yeah.
closer insurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so these schmo chiropractors who call themselves chiropractors don't even, none of them even adjusted him. Didn't even adjust his spine. All they did was have their secretary come in and do what?
Hooked me up to a machine and then just said, put a heat pack on, and we'll see you in 30 minutes.
I want to cuss right now because this is ridiculous. I mean, and they call themselves chiropractors. Why even get a license? Why even call yourself a chiropractor if you're not going to adjust? So he's here to get an adjustment, which is what chiropractors are supposed to do, not be physical therapists that don't know what they're doing. So anyways, I did better yesterday when I did the speech, but anyway, it still missed me off. I was more pissed yesterday. I'm a little tired, sorry. I'm a little off my game. So How did you do with your first adjustment? Let's go there.
It was awesome. Instant results. I obviously we're going to go back there, but I couldn't even go backwards. It was almost like a 10, but after just doing a few adjustments, I had...
Few?
Yeah.
What few? Your
a
neck. Yeah, don't try to elaborate because it was just a neck adjustment. I don't want you to kind of make these guys think that I'm going to give other people more adjustments.
Well, just the neck adjustment.
The neck adjustment. So your back felt better, right? Instantly.
Full range of motion.
Your foot felt better, and the best thing we said, your vision came back a little bit.
It was a little bit of clarity.
It was,
yeah, not too much lightheadedness, but just clarity came out of my vision, and full range of motion, and I felt great that whole day.
And he said he felt great the whole day. Pain did come back. We're going to talk about muscle memory. We're going to do it on it. Well, you guys are actually have the opportunity to watch me do a number 2 report on him, which is going to go over his x-rays. We're going to talk about muscle memory. We're going to talk about all the things that he needs to know to get himself better. So this is a big report today. But you did better.
Yes.
I love it. So let's go over his x-rays and see what's going on. You can come on in here, go back there, and just go ahead and swing it around. Never seen his x-ray before. Did the other chiropractors take x-rays?
Never.
Yeah, no x-rays. No x-rays, no adjustment.
No.
He actually said something funny was he goes, I should just pay the secretary. It'd be cheaper than paying the doctor because I never see the doctor. So here's his full spine x-ray. So some interesting things here, and I'm just going to kind of use the spine to kind of give us a 3-dimensional idea of what's going on. We already went over this with him the other day. Right side, left side. So what we're doing is we're looking for balance here. And I told him about leverage, how the more the spine leans, the more you're going to have leverage created on the spine, which causes torque, which causes our pain. So de-leveraging the spine is what I'm doing here. And so if you look at his spine, here's the center of his back down here, and then here's the center of his head. So his whole body is leaning. And so if you stand over here, just stand right here, James. You can take a look real quick. Kind of stand. You can kind of see it's leaning. So it's leaning 12 millimeters. And so what I do is I measure from the center of his back, and I measure it, and so that we find out how much it's leaning. So it's leaning 12 millimeters, which seems like nothing. It's the size of my pinky, right? But again, taking that small difference in balance and multiplying times time creates a problem, okay? And this is just one aspect. We also have the other aspect. So let's take a look at a couple other things. This is the most important thing I look at. Second most important thing I look at is I look at his skull up here. So you want to see that it's straight. And for the most part, it's pretty straight up here. It's not tilted, because a lot of times we see tilted spines. And so, but he has a radical TMJ thing going on here. See the space right here, created here? Your whole jaw is shifted.
Yikes.
And he feels it.
Yeah.
But it's shifted so much that creates a tremendous amount of pressure in the jaw. So when he actually grinds or clenches his mouth, he throws himself out. So these are the big things I look for. Now, a couple other things that are on here. Everywhere I've made marks or pinched nerves. Okay, these are all Gonstead listings that I don't really care about nearly as much. But they're there because I call them places of weaknesses. And so where your leverage exerts itself the most are on these weakness places. So he has weakness down here. He has some weakness up here. Now, repercussions of all those is this. Now, he has massive gas through here and here. You can see all these black spots in here. That gas is created because of neurological deficit in this area. Okay? And you can even see it. Where the pinched nerves are is where most of the gas is. Okay? So that's what you can see on an x-ray to show that there's organ problems. So when the nerves are pinched, they cause the organs, the colon, which is a muscle, not to work as well. Okay? Other things, which is interesting on him, and how old are you again?
28.
28. So he has, if you look in here, see all this whiteness in here? These are ribs. So this is supposed to be here. This is supposed to be cartilage in here. He has massive calcification of his cartilage of his ribs. And why is that there? Well, there's no book thing on this, but I say because he's had pain for so long, his body is trying to wall off the problem. I call it arthritis of the ribs. And I have no real reason to say that because it's not really what it is. But it's trying to wall it off like arthritis tries to wall off spinal problems. His body is so inflexible now because of pain. Not because it can't be flexible, just because it hurts too much to be flexible. So this is all filling in with calcium. So that is about as much as I've seen anybody in a long time.
That's my right side?
No, it's the whole thing. It's over here too. It's all, you can see all these little white spots. See, it's almost filled in the whole rib here. So it's a lot.
Because I remember mentioning, I don't know why I had rib pain.
So that's right.
Yeah, and then I was just like, oh, by the way, I have rib pain, but makes sense.
Probably because he doesn't move as much. Again, lack of movement. When he doesn't move, it feels better, so he doesn't move, so it's self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay. So the big things again here is this, is that imbalance causes leverage causes pressure on the weakness of the spine, and he has plenty of that stuff. And some of these other things are just symptoms of the problems. Any questions about that?
No.
So let's talk about a side view here.
Scary.
So a side view is pretty telling for me because it should look like this, okay? It should have these small little curves, okay? The head should be over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips. I'm gonna lay this over yours and you can see the difference, okay? Here's your spine, and you can tell me how it looks different.
Way forward.
Way forward, and see your neck, and neck is forward up here. So I'm gonna make this spine look like your spine, and you tell me what it looks like, okay? So here, okay? So that causes more pinching down here, all because of posture. Let's make this neck, which is the most important thing in my book, look like yours, okay? Okay, and that's about right in there, okay? And that causes forward pressure in here, and that's where arthritis comes from. And you can even see the beginning phases of arthritis where these points are, where the fulcrum points are, where the leverage is exerted the most, okay? And so because his posture's been like this for so long, he has a little bit of a sway back in here. This spine he tilts, and so his pain, his chief complaint is right in his back right here, which is where the sway back is, which is not the cause. Is still a symptom of the problem, but it's still the cause. It's still where the pain comes from because that's a weakness. That's pretty good on this right now. Okay, so neck forward is where I believe all the problems come from. We have a little close-up of this. Any questions on this one?
Not so far.
And here's that rib calcification here too. You can see that on here. You see it on the side here. Okay. Now this is the smoking gun for me for him. Now I will have this pop up on there so you guys can see it up close, and don't scroll in. Can you see it at all?
Not really.
Can't see it at all. Okay. I'll put it on there. So, anyways, I'll talk to him about it. Let's turn this one off.
You can see it a little tiny bit.
Good. So, anyways, the worst thing about this is, let me close it over here, is that his spine is curved the wrong way. We call that a reverse curve. It's pretty common, but his is under more duress than most. And step back just a little bit. Now, this is the way the spine is supposed to look. Can you see this over here at all? Kind of, maybe. No. Anyways, it's supposed to be, the atlas is supposed to be this angle. And if you look, his atlas is not that angle. Okay. Look at the back, the posterior aspect of the atlas up here. See how round this is? Is his round at all, and yours round at all?
No, I don't even see it there.
You can hardly even see it because what's happened is I call it wear. The posterior arch of the atlas is worn off so much that it's actually probably 2/3 worn off. I put half, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And so how does it wear off? It wears off because the C2 rubs against the C1 right here. Completely rubs it off. And so why is that important? Well, the more this rubs it off, the more I know there's pressure on his brainstem, which is again where the problems come from.
Makes sense.
Okay, so let's talk about how to fix it. Please sit real quick. Have a seat real quick. Let's, should I even get this on there? What are we doing on time right now?
12, almost 13
Let's
minutes.
see if we can do it. I want to see if we can get it all on there. So, muscle memory. We're going to talk about muscle memory. So, have you had braces on your teeth before?
Yes.
Okay, so how long have you worn those braces for? Or how long would you wear them for?
I only had them to fix my overbite, so I only had it for maybe not even a year.
Not even a year.
A few months, yeah.
So, why do you think it takes so long to straighten somebody's teeth? Just fix an overbite. It just takes time to straighten your jaw, right?
Because if you do it at once, then so much pain. So
Well, I would agree with that,
Yeah.
right, too. So, it takes time to straighten somebody's teeth. Okay, after you take them off, you have to wear a thing called a retainer generally, right?
Mhm.
What happens if you don't wear the retainer?
It goes back.
So we call that muscle memory in this office. Muscle memory is the idea that your body does not want to change.
Mhm.
We are lazy at heart. Okay, so to force change, which is possible, we have to kick and scream and do whatever and put braces on there and force it. And even after that, they still want to go back.
Yeah.
So we call that muscle memory. Okay. So how do you change muscle memory? We use the analogy of exercise. I'm going to be your trainer, so I'm going to train you to be different. Because I'm not going to put braces on your back. I'm going to train you. So if you want to make changes to muscle memory, how do you do that? It's like going to the gym. If you want to put muscle on, if you want to lose weight, if you just want to get better health, you have to put more energy in than you normally did before, right? And so that means that you have to work out.
Of course.
How often would you go to the gym to make those changes?
An average person?
An average person.
Probably like 3 to 4 times a week.
What if you went once a week? What are you going to get out of it?
Slow results.
Slow results. What if you went once a month?
Probably
Nothing,
done. Yeah.
right? And so it's an energy sum game.
Mm-hmm.
And that game is only decided by you. How much you want change is not up to me, it's how much you want.
Of course.
And so we talk about muscle memory is the hardest thing to change in here. He's going to feel better after the adjustment. We're going to get him better today, but it's going to go back out of a line because muscle memory is going to pull it out. We can make the change, but we have to train you to stay in line.
Of course.
That's chiropractic.
Please do.
Any questions about any of that?
No.
Good.
Please fix me.
So it's not a problem, just I want to talk to you about And the big idea is really important here because I want you to understand how I'm going to fix you so that you understand and get on board with all the things I'm going to teach you. Of course. So let's come over here. I stand right there. Actually, we'll do it right here. A little backwards. Go ahead and keep your knees straight. Touch your toes best you can. Okay, great range of motion. Pain there. Any pain?
No, just a stretching.
Okay, stand up, please. Go ahead and go back now.
Pretty similar again, but the sharpness of that middle since prior to adjusting is gone, which is a miracle.
He said miracle, not me, because I don't say those kind of things. Okay, so what do you say? It's like 6 out of 10 or 4?
7,
6 or 7?
Yeah.
Don't exaggerate. Is
7,
that? Okay,
yeah.
so it's still a lot, but it was way sharper before.
Yeah, it was a 9.
Okay, it was a 9 before. So it's already better after one adjustment. So go ahead and look at the floor, please. Okay. Any pain there in your neck?
Yeah, same spot again like last time, the middle part.
Okay, look at you. Pain there at all?
Same.
Did we just have you squat? Was your knee in pain? Or
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, squat before me, please. Okay. He had tons of pain in his right leg. How's that right now?
2.
A 2?
From a 8 or 9.
What was it before?
10, 8 or 9, yeah.
He didn't even believe me last time. That makes me laugh. I'm thinking back at the old video we took, and he was like, "I don't think it's any better." Right? Remember that?
Yeah.
But it is better, right?
Yeah, when I'm working, I don't feel it. When I bend down, I get some stuff.
Okay, and then we also did the stand on the toes
Stand
thing.
on toes, yeah.
And you said you had tons of pain in your foot, and it's still some there, right?
1.
One?
Yeah,
Okay.
coming from a 5 or 6.
I'm telling you. The other video we had was off the hook.
Yeah.
So, anything else we got to check? I don't remember anything we checked. That was about it. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
So, glasses off. Let's lay on the back. Come over here. Can you switch spots with us, please? So, just like before, just relax the best you can. We've already done this once, so we're going to go a little quicker with him, okay? I really appreciate you taking the time for the video.
Thank you.
We don't do these very often with the extras in there because they take too long. Okay, right there. Whoa, beautiful.
Yikes.
Yikes in a good way or a crazy way or both. Scary and good.
A little bit of
Scary and bad at the same time. Scary and good.
It's probably like 10 times crazier than the first adjustment.
Yeah, right? And so, yeah, explain that or just say, just a quick idea, how is that different than the first adjustment?
Well, the first adjustment, I believe, we're kind of baby stepping it, so I guess you don't want to force it, like kind of the braces technique, just slowly go into it, but I guess the body's a little bit more used to it, so I guess you went full
It went
force.
bigger, right?
Yeah,
and,
so...
And that wasn't really full force, it just was, the thing is that with chiropractic, the first adjustment builds on, the second adjustment builds on the first one, so he was more relaxed, he had less pain, he went from a 9 to a 6 today. His foot was a 5 or a 6 and now it's a 1. Because he slept better, he did better, I can get better adjustments. That's why it went better. Good. So. Good, nice relaxing. Good. Good, nice. Okay. So he self-adjusted a lot before this too. And self-adjusting makes it very difficult to stabilize the spine, so stop that, people out there, if you're going to go to a chiropractor, because you could hear his neck popping before I even got to it.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so you're going to get up in a second just like before. Look straight ahead, okay? Straight arms to your side. Let's see. I'll move the door for you. I got it. Lightheaded at all?
Way more lightheaded than last time. Way more.
Yeah. I worked on your cerebellum definitely more this time because, again, the depth of the adjustment. So, slow, deep breaths. All that atlas wear on there is where your problem's coming from. So when I'm adjusting your neck, that thing is just changing radically.
No BS again. Clarity's back.
Clarity's back. So he's telling me he's seeing better again.
Yeah.
And so I know this is true. I know none of you believe this out there, but he's telling the truth, right? I mean, he's not just telling us because he doesn't even barely know me. But his vision is changing only because there's so much pressure on his brainstem that the cranial nerve, number 2, is being affected.
Yeah, the cloudiness, I usually have cloudiness around the side of, like a vignetting almost, but it just clears up every time.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Go ahead and walk, please. Can I have you guys move back over there, please? We're just doing a video, unless you want to be in our video right now. Thank you so much. Sorry, a couple new patients. I didn't think they wanted to be in his video. They want their own video. No.
All the merrier.
More the merrier. Okay, so you can stop right here, do the same thing, walk back, please. Really lightheaded, huh?
Yeah, like 10 times.
Yeah, we may not be able to get, we have to stop and do a little snippet later because you're really lightheaded.
Yeah.
Good. I'll stop right here a second. Just give us kind of an idea how lightheaded you are because I'm kind of curious to get that on camera.
Probably a 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so people are scared of this, but I am happy that he's experiencing this. And the reason I'm happy is because I know I'm making changes on his cerebellum, which is going to make changes to him in the long run. And so I'm going to actually cut this off in a second. I'm going to have him move around because it's going to take a while for him to kind of calm down. But that movement in his neck, that movement in his imbalance is going to help change his body structure. We'll get one little clip on it in a minute and see how he does after this. But thank you for watching. Thank you for letting me do the video again. Yes. Good, thank you. Hey James, let's do it one more time. For some reason, your energy must be somebody who likes to screw with my my video because I had to burn another video on you. So you just came back from a 10-15 minute walk, right? And you were really dizzy. And what do you feel? You said awesome a minute ago.
I feel way more better than last time. Much more clarity since the last session.
Cool.
Saying the pains are going from high to lows again. Like I said, walking around. This time around, the pressure was a little bit more as far as coming back, but the second time the sessions was a little bit more. I feel a little bit more relief from the pressure. All the pains were coming from a 9 back down to almost a 1 to a 0.
Okay, so let's go through those range of motion we did a second ago. And touch toes, please.
Sure.
Good, stand up. And we said there was no pain there before, but you said a little increased range of motion, right?
Yeah, maybe able to touch the floor now.
Good, know how, put your hands on your back and go and lean back. And that was a 6 or a 7 before?
Yeah, pretty much a 1 or a 0 now.
1 or a 0, right on.
Feels awesome.
Okay, look at the floor with your neck. And you said you had no pain there, right? 0.
0 now, yeah.
Look at the ceiling.
There's still a little bit of pressure on that one spot, but
Okay,
came down to like a 1.
Gotcha. And then squat to the ground, please.
Sure. No pain.
No pain. And on your toes.
0.
0.
Yeah.
Good. So great. This is your second adjustment.
Yeah.
So great second adjustment, and we look forward to giving you more treatment.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Good. Take care.
Thank you, doctor.